Well, lately I've been spending hours and hours studying for a sermon series that I'm doing at the Bridge. My guess is you had one of two reactions to that statement. For some of you, you were like, man, that sounds awesome because you're really into books and research and studying and learning. You're probably thinking, I wonder what kind of books he was reading and I wonder what his process is for studying and all that. And that's great. And then there are the rest of you that are probably a little more like me. That hearing that I've been having my nose in books for hours and hours sounds more like torture than anything else. You know, you're thinking, man, I don't really care. I can't imagine doing that. And I got to be honest and tell you that studying for me can be really difficult. That my ADD has a tendency to kick in and I can read the same paragraph a dozen times and still not get anything out of it. And I'll have to read it again for the 13th time because I just read it and read it and read it and nothing kind of stuck with me. As Forrest used to say,
I'm not a smart man.
IQ, our intellectual quotient, space, capacity. See, we don't all have the same amount of space available on our hard drives to absorb and download and retain information. That it isn't that someone else is smarter than you, it's just that maybe they have more capacity. And so it's important for us to understand and assess our own capacity in this area and learn how to develop it and nurture it so that we can maximize our capacity. And lately I've been trying to do that, and I've been doing a lot of studying and a lot of research on not just our IQ and my IQ, but our EQ. Not just our IQ, but our EQ, which is our emotional quotient, our capacity and our space to handle and navigate emotions. And we don't all have the same amount of space. And this is the idea that it's possible. It's possible to be an intellectual giant and an emotional dwarf. That it's possible that just because someone's intelligent and because they're good at absorbing information and because they can do all kinds of things and it seems like they know everything about everything, just because they're strong in that area doesn't mean that they understand how to navigate emotional situations or relationships well. And it's likely you're thinking about that person right now, that person who just seems like they're really intelligent but they're an emotional basket case. It seems like they don't seem to understand and aren't able to control themselves well when they're around different people. Or maybe you're thinking about that person who's almost robotic. It's like they're so smart and it seems like they know everything about everything, but when it comes to relationships and how to navigate them, they're really awkward. That they don't know how to pick up on moments and they don't adjust well in certain situations. We all have a different capacity in our emotional lives, that we're not all the same. And it's possible from time to time that you get frustrated with people in your life that you have expectations of. That because they play a certain role in your life that you expect a certain emotional capacity from them. You get so frustrated and you think, I need more from you, I need more from you. And maybe they're saying, I'm giving you everything I got. And you say, well, I need more and I need more. And they keep saying, I'm giving you everything that I've got. And it's true, they're not lying. It's just that they may not have the capacity that you're expecting. Because the truth is, your need doesn't determine their space. Your need for emotional support doesn't determine their space or their capacity. So it's really important for us to understand that we don't all have the same amount of capacity when it comes to our emotions. So I'd like to encourage you today to think about those people in your life, those people that you have expectations of, those people that you look to and lean on for emotional support and emotional stability. Is there lack of performance in that area of your life? Does it have more to do with their desire? Or is it simply a lack of space? When you look at them and that person, whether it's a parent, whether it's maybe a spouse or a really good friend, and you think of their performance and how you constantly get frustrated with them, is it because they lack the desire to be that role in your life? Or is it there's something in their past or there's something that they're dealing with or going through, and as a result, they don't have the emotional space, they don't have the capacity to be what you'd like or what you need them to be? And more than that, how is your capacity in this area? Think about the relationships and the roles that you play in someone's life. Are you maximizing your capacity in this area? I'd encourage you to really look deep inside of yourself and to think about those people in your life and think about how much they're looking to you for the emotional stability and emotional support. Are you living up to their expectations? And is it because of a desire or a lack of desire on your part? Or is it an issue of capacity? I would really encourage you to think of those things today and do all you can to be all that you can be for the people that you need in your life.